Alright, welcome back to Black Lodge Trivia Night covering Dragon's Dogma 2. I think this might be part 7, part 8, I'm not sure which. In real life, it's been a little while since I've played this one, so...
Visited Melv for some time. Shall we stop by and see how its people fare of late?
Actually, yes, that's exactly what we should do.
I'll guide you there directly.
I believe that's what I was literally... Whoops.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
I believe that's exactly what we're going to do. I think the last thing I was planning on doing was hopping on the wagons, cutting through this poor girl's home.
Consider the time one might save, and ferry stones quickly prove themselves an efficient means of travel.
Right you are.
This journey will be a long one. What say?
In every age, when the Arisen fells the dragon and saves the land,
I don't think this is the guy I need to talk to.
Hence, pawns are treated with respect, not to mention.
Anyway, yeah, so I think a couple of the quests I have are sort of to check in with a couple of towns.
Could you come over here?
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
So, between the last time I played and this time, I think there was a patch of some sort. So when I
can take us to new heights.
We ought to put it to good use.
When I fired this game up, it actually had to recompile all the shaders. So I don't know if that's just because of a patch for the game or if it's because I updated my graphics driver. So I don't know if any of the settings changed. I had to reset all of the resolution. Like it had full screen. I had to go back to how I do it for recording, but yeah, so I'm kind of curious if it actually changed anything else, and I just didn't.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Feel like going through it to make sure.
London military, yes?
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Man, so what's been going on at Black Lodge Trivia Night since my last session of this? I think we got an Otari done, which was the next to last one. So whenever we get back to it, I think we're going to wrap up Menace under Otari. Matt and I recorded another Vaesen, so that should be coming up. At the time of this recording, it will be up a few days afterwards. There's a good chance Patrick and I are trying to plan something. I'm not sure if it's going to come together, though. Matt's going to be out for one of these Thursdays, and I'm not 100% sure of my schedule, so... but hopefully that comes together. I did a little bit more Lord of the Rings Online. I feel badly. I don't have the person's name at my fingertips, but they mentioned some tips for saving UI settings. And so I was like, yeah, and he's like, hey, they were like, yeah, I enjoyed it. I'm like, yeah, then let's keep going. Why not? Oops, I didn't mean to get up. What I meant to do is doze off. So yeah, I mean, it's been fun. We've been keeping busy in a good way. I feel like we've.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills.
I feel like we've all we've kept pretty busy and we've sort of gotten a lot under our belt. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope we can keep going because we're coming up on our, again as of the time of this recording, we're coming up on our 1 year
reached our destination.
anniversary.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
So we're hoping to do a damn fine coffee to commemorate that when all three of us can jump on. Instead, sometimes we save like the podcast for when like Patrick's not here so we can make sure we get more gaming in. But anyway, it's been a lot of fun, and there's a lot of good stuff coming up. We'll get through Vaesen, and then Matt will take over GMing the one-on-one, I think, with some Delta Green. Fall of Delta Green, I should say.
Oh, what does this say?
Let's have a look then.
So I'm getting an exclamation point. That's usually when there's like a ladder or something. So I think maybe somebody called something out. Or there's a notice. Okay, somebody called out a notice. Not sure who I'm supposed to be talking to here.
Might I interest you in my humble wares?
I think I sort of went through everything before I
Much
came
obliged,
here.
sir.
Last session I did some inventory management, so I think I'm good for now. So let's I'm
No
trying to
purchases
find
to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch in my case.
Ever since the reign
Oh, there we
of
go.
Othaeus, the founder of Vermund, the village of Malv has played an indispensable role in the defense of our kingdom against the dragon.
in the sense that it got wrecked, maybe instead of somewhere else.
Yet twice now has the dragon set upon this village, inflicting numerous casualties before being allowed to flee. The fault here lies with you, Ser Ulrika. You have failed in your duty as acting chief.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, our village has dispatched many of its young hands to the northern stronghold since its completion. Was it not the former consul who decreed that the stronghold should serve to defend the kingdom, with Malv offering aid only where needed?
Oh, damn.
Yet the stronghold has remained entirely silent to our plight. How can you say that the fault is ours to bear?
I know of no such agreement. At the very least, Queen Regent Disa has mentioned naught of the kind.
But I'm quite sure the consul...
You would dare misrepresent the words of the dead? Or do you mean to imply that the Queen Regent has spoken falsely?
That is what scholars would call a false dichotomy.
If so, then Melv's problems run far deeper than I had thought. 'Tis not indolence that has taken root here, but treason. The village entire will answer for this.
What? I intended nothing of the sort. Pray, let us...
Save your honeyed words, traitor. I must inform the Queen Regent of this development.
Oh, no, he didn't. You don't get to, Let's talk. I got you,
came to
boo.
see me. Forgive me, I've much to ponder. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay you for aught you've done for me. A small show of hospitality is surely the least I can do. 'Twas by your godly efforts that Malv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more precious to me than life itself. To lose them would have been the end of me. You have my earnest gratitude, friend. I wanted to tell you that, if naught else. Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without a good night's sleep.
All right. So what do we do? Do we actually... Did that advance time? Oh, nice. Okay.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit.
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has declared that Ulrika be apprehended as a traitor to the kingdom.
This is very serious, but the washing of the stone wall behind is just getting that little bit of... Yep, kind of work that little bit of dirt there.
All who seek to abet her will be tried in turn. Bring her before me at once.
Ulrika is gone.
What?
She stole away in the dead of night. Ask around. Several witnesses can confirm it. I cannot say why for certain, but I imagine she took your words to heart, Overseer. Realizing her plans for rebellion had been found out, she chose to abandon the village, for our sake.
You would have me believe that Ulrika was acting alone? That the rest of the villagers harbor no rebellious intent?
Aye, that's the long and short of it.
Very well. I shall take you at your word, sir. However, the absence of a leader will sow naught but chaos. For the time being, your village will be in our hands. If 'tis as you say, I do not expect there will be any objections.
Ah, there you are. There's aught I would ask of you. It concerns Ulrika. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though that is the case, she would never truly abandon it. She left the village that she might fulfill her charge, protecting Vermont against the dragon. But as for where she went, I do not know. 'Twould be unwise for me to go looking for her, lest I draw the eyes of the Overseer's troops. However, should you happen to find her, would you tell me where she is hiding? I can only pray that she does not fall into
What do you think? Do we
Queen
trust this guy?
Regent's clutches.
Like, if we give the location, you think he's just gonna spin it on her, or do you think he's legit?
There's a ladder here. Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Okay. Well, so let's see. I guess we need to go to our quests. Wrong button. So that takes care of that. What do we have? Locate Erlica and see how she fares departing Melv. No destination. So can we set this as a, can we go to map? You know, honestly, I'm not seeing where she might be. Locate Erlica and see how she fares since departing Melv. Well, hopefully we run into... Yeah, I guess the next step is, we could jump over to Harv Village. Still don't know how to crack this one, the missing boy. This one just still sounds tedious, trying to track this beggar around town. But I guess this is what we're looking at, making our way to Harv.
I wonder how Harv Village fares. Mayhap we ought to stop by.
Here's the thing. Do I start burning fairy stones?
I can guide you there if you wish.
I feel like we're starting to get a stockpile of money going, but it's not overwhelming at this point. I've got 6 fairy stones, so I'm starting to collect those as well, but again, I'm not swimming in them. Let's do it. Let's just speed this one up.
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here?
All right, let's see if we can figure out who to speak to. I know we killed some Saurians last time we were here. Sort of freed them from that, and they were going to start rebuilding. I'm curious if this was going to be one of those things where they actually changed. Oh wait, did we just also stumble upon...
To think I would meet you here.
Oh, okay.
Or were you searching for me?
Little of both.
I cannot return to Melv. Not till my name is cleared. Not till the dragon is found. This village also suffered the dragon's attack in the past. I intend to stay here and investigate its whereabouts. Pray, give my regards to everyone back home. Tell them that I swear to return as soon as I can.
So again, in the last game, there was some kind of aura of something that you could use to tell like how an NPC felt towards you. I'm trying to gauge if they're using the blush of her cheeks, because it seems really pronounced, but maybe it's been that way the whole time.
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again, if you can believe it.
I can. We're going to do this all over again.
Just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh, why must these scaly fiends beset us so?
Oi, what are you doing standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas, this is the good sir I spoke of. The one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger.
Well, okay.
You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish the job.
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
These Saurians are a stubborn lot. What say we make once that's happening again?
We ought to proceed with caution. Let my magic grant you an elemental boon. I'll keep them pinned down.
On my way.
Like I was saying, it's been a little bit since I played this, so I gotta remember how to do it. Oh. Oh. All right. Nice. But I was actually trying to talk to her.
But surely, people are returning to this village. I only hope I can be of some aid to them. My name shan't be cleared till the dragon is found. I intend to stay in this village and investigate the dragon's whereabouts. Pray, tell everyone.
The Saurians are no more, I see. That's twice you've come to our rescue now. You're more than a friend to Harv Village, Sir Arisen. You are a hero. Truly, we cannot...
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave. How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his nose where it didn't belong. There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Trust a beastren to muck things up.
Ooh. Bad luck, sir.
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you?
Bad luck continues, sir.
Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of
I feel like I keep seeing a griffin flying overhead.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather uncomfortable. But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen. I do hope you shall visit us again anon.
A ruder fellow I never met. The village's troubles are far from done, if you ask me.
Okay, so it automatically said, let's take a look at our quest. I'm not 100% sure that's the one I want to do. But maybe it is. Maybe that's the one. I wouldn't mind also talking to Captain Brandt. I don't know if a few days have passed, but let's set that as a priority. And yeah, okay. So let's go with that one. Now I don't want to blow another. I don't want to blow another fairy stone, so I might actually. It's gonna be a little tedious, but I might actually walk back.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
Yeah, let's give it a shot. Oh.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
All right.
I grant you mindless facts. Douse the flame before it is too late. No miracle will bring us victory here. We ought to record and rethink our approach. I'm not sure what to tell you.
That was most effective.
I'm hoping I can pull a little bit of here what I pulled against the griffin. Oh, wow. Oh.
Grateful to you, Arisen.
I'm gonna say no and see what happens. So I was kind of curious if that was sort of narratively important to lose to him or it and have it say, hey, you're not the chosen, not the vessel, whatever. Or if that's just something it says when it kills you to mock you.
Arisen, I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest to you. Shall I tell you more?
So now the question is, do I just use a fairy stone? I know there's a way to cut through.
Look there. Methinks I spy aught of use.
We ought to take a closer look.
So I think I can cut through here. I think there's a troll here, but let me give this another shot. Maybe since I got most of my health, maybe we can actually defeat the thing in the cave. Because I think it was sort of a shortcut. Oh, right.
It's a glad thing we rested.
We must not let down our guard.
Was most effective.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
All right. Nice. Now let's go kill the dragon.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early griffin gets the worm.
The Arisen have been drenched.
Yeah, last time I tried this cave, if you remember, it was a couple sessions ago. Basically, I got drop kicked to death.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Allow me to lead the way.
Sure,
I
if you
can take
know,
you to
but
our
I don't want to...
destination by the optimum route.
Can't tell. Is that Monica's voice?
I think not.
shall come to you.
Me? Caught unawares? Never be so careless.
All right. Now let's see if we can get in that cave. Get our ass kicked.
What is that? A tower? Nay, a statue?
We ought to take a closer look.
Oh.
I grant you vile claim. This is well. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
It's okay, you don't have to keep.
We must employ every common
Of course.
Ooh, okay, good.
seems we haven't really well though.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
By all means.
There we go. Let's put this thing down. Nice. Okay, yeah, let's check out what the shortcut offers.
Tis a remarkable treasure we found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search.
No.
Where the Saurians?
Maya's fury shan't be of aid against this boat.
Well-aimed strike. Right where it hurts.
Man, you know, it's interesting. I'm still getting really... Again, I don't know if I changed settings when I had to redo the cache and the drivers and blah, blah, blah. Getting some,
I know of at least one location in the vicinity that may be of interest.
getting some pretty dumpy frame rates.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Not live to regret
I wonder if there's any actual point to... Like, if you kill the eggs, do they eventually stop spawning? Can you... Ooh.
My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment.
You hold the enemy's focus, and I can strike them down.
We are at our best when we combine our strength.
One of these times I'm curious if he'll throw me up so high that I'll actually take fall damage. Now these ones are a little tougher. Nice. As I say, I feel like I'm getting a little bit off the beaten path here of where I'm supposed to be going.
Am I expected to pick that up? If I must.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling 'twill be worth the climb.
Okay.
We'll need to work together if we're to see this done. Shall I assist?
Any beast will grow roots when backed into a corner.
Master,
Ooh.
are you unmarked? I grant you roaring flame.
What the hell is that? You know, it's actually kind of nice. Like, a complaint that a lot of people have for this game is that it's sort of, at least early on, and I would say, I would have to agree, there's not much variety in what's going on here with the fights. There's only a couple types of energy fights, so seeing that slime there was kind of a nice...
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
I learned of a forgotten rift stone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it if you like. One of us has been drenched.
Oh no. I was about to say, so it doesn't seem like regular attacks hurt it, but maybe lightning blows through it.
We've little need for a campsite at present.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
Okay, so I think I'm level 23 now. Let's try Annie for a little bit, because Annie fits in with the Twin Peaks vibe.
By way of sound strategy and defensive tactics.
Well, I'm gonna see if I can pick up another.
I dare say, I've accomplished a few feats to be proud of at least.
See if I can pick up another.
If we share
thief.
our strengths, we can begin formulating a strategy that caters to our respective skills.
Okay, any... No, nothing? Really? Okay. Let's get out of here and, Actually, I don't even know where we are. So yes, do we want to...
I don't know about you, Master, but I'm worn out. Mightn't we have a rest before pressing on? And before I forget, the pawns in this party are women all.
Goblins approach!
Have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
And then another criticism, which is not unusual, but it's just something I heard recently, was somebody saying, yeah, there's just way too many trash fights. I will agree with that. It seems like the fighting's a lot denser here than in the first one, and I don't know if that's just because, you know, it's the idea of it's a bigger open world, so they feel compelled to quote-unquote make it more interesting, giving you constantly stuff to do, but I gotta say, it's a little...
Look there. I espy another statue.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close.
Especially since, you know, again, you're only fighting goblins, bandits, saurians, and now I guess we got the slimes. We got the harpies, too. I guess it's not wolves.
Let my magics grant you an elemental.
We have a troll, troll over there in the woods. Not a troll, ogre, cyclops, something. Now the question is, how do we... See, I'm trying to follow the road on the map, and it seems like it sort of stops. So I guess is that a shortcut? I guess you could argue yes, it is.
Let me get that.
Can't tell if this is on. It's fighting something. Is it fighting a goblin that's... Or is it fighting NPCs? It's in fighting an NPC. So let's Okay, we popped its helmet off. That's good. These things are fun to fight. They're not hard at this point. They are fun. Yeah, definitely bring the lightning.
We would do well to seek that high ground and fight it. We'll make overpowering the frozen. Our bones will not lost balance. Grab hold, drag it to the ground. Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall. Speed magic. I'll save you.
Glad to see you have the matter in hand.
Nice. All right.
confidence and cooperation gave us an edge against our foe.
Fortune favors us.
Okay, so what would I do if this were me? If I were designing this game, I think I would try and bring in the Far Cry 2 sort of world changes, and then I would probably slowly introduce fast travel via Dark Souls of some kind. Maybe not literally, obviously, like with some kind of bonfire system, but like make it so that you sort of take territory and then create a way to then allow, you know, even, you know, have like, you know, time pass or something. So it's not just instant, but just make it so like, yeah, you know, we can skip the walk because you've sort of cleared this already. You're good. Kind of curious what this exclamation point is. But I'm not seeing it. Okay, so let's double check. We want to actually go the other way. Where's the city? Oh, it's right there. No, wait, are these Saurians that have... Okay. Have I not noticed that this was taken over by Saurians before? I feel like I've come this way. Now, I don't know if that kind of thing I was describing is actually possible or even what anybody would ever intend if they knew what they were doing.
To be gathered here, I'll wager.
But I do feel like
No harm in picking a few.
it would provide a sense of accomplishment. I feel like I don't know how to get to the city right over there. I think it would provide a sense of accomplishment. I think it would sort of, you know, quality of life for the, as a reward for progressing through the game. Can't tell if that's a...
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently.
We're going to take Gina for 68. It's pretty cheap. We'll get the nice party balance back that we're looking for. We're going to lose... Although Tillith was good. Wait, which one am I? Okay, I almost got rid of Annie.
All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
Feelings mutual. That was a good run.
I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
Okay, so I think I got to go up and around. That's the trick. So somebody was asking, why am I buck naked? Technically speaking, I'm not buck naked. But it is a little interesting that I haven't been able to find armor yet that supersedes the assless chaps. I've got my eye open, keeping all options on the table, but just a few times I've tried to go see what was available, just nothing superseded it. So until then, I'll enjoy the brisk morning air. I'll curse the chafing from endless running.
Tell is,
and we'll do our best.
Vermund was once a beast-ridden kingdom.
Truly?
Indeed, though it is not widely known among the common folk.
Let me just see where. 1 second. So it seems like we want to go to the merchant quarter to talk to the guy. It might not be a bad idea to stop by there anyway to... I mean, we've gained a level, maybe... Although we haven't gotten a professional level, so maybe there's no point to that. Let's go this way.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Ah, excellent find.
Ooh, I was about to say... Maybe somebody could throw me up there, but I just canceled that person out of the party, so no luck. Let's go to the Vocation Guild, just in case.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word.
You know, if I could do Magic Archer, I might switch, but I just haven't found that yet. I don't think I... Oop, nope.
Do come again.
Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go talk to what's his name. Hopefully made some progress.
Take it easy today.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Greetings, Your Majesty. Have you a moment to speak?
It's a small thing that just takes a few seconds, but I like the idea of, like, let's go take this private table over here. As I knock everything off the table. Casually.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Of all those who serve the Queen Regent, there is but one who I have no doubt will lend his support to Your Majesty's cause. I refer to Waldar, a magistrate. Many a time has Deezer demanded Waldar amend the code of Vermund to her own benefit, and many a time has the magistrate refused her, for he is loyal to none but the spirit of the law. As a result, he now sits in a cell beneath the palace. Our laws dictate that Your Majesty is our rightful ruler. Thus, as the staunchest supporter of the law known to the palace, I'm quite confident that Waldor will be willing to vouch for Your Majesty. What say you? Might you be willing to aid me in arranging the magistrate's release? I've prepared a means for you to enter the palace dungeons. This mission demands the utmost secrecy. Prithee be cautious, Your Majesty. Should you be discovered, I will be unable to lend aught in the way of aid.
Okay, let's see what else.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Ah, yes. Regarding your pursuer from some days past. As we suspected, he was indeed an agent from Batal. When he learnt of your Majesty's escape, he began inquiring after your movements. 'Tis a glad thing we captured him before matters escalated. As to how he learned your Majesty's location with such ease, I intend to extract the answers from him anon. I shall be sure to inform you when I do. Pray, take this. 'Tis the least I...
So the agent was of Batal after all. 'Tis rather eerie that someone should be sent across the border to spy on you.
Okay.
Who might have the answers we need? Should we ask around? Of a
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, but as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, your Majesty? Might I ask this task of you? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security. So pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in.
This feels like it'd be the inspiration for a really cool Dragon's Dogma hybrid with Thief.
Take care, your Majesty.
The political intrigue, breaking into the palace, sneaking into masquerades. Like, this could be... It feels like it pairs better with a, or like a Dragon's Dogma Splinter Cell instead of super duper action combat open world, or even a stealth open world game. I'd love to see one of those.
Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers.
Just say it. I need to wear pants.
Follow me.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim while examining the palace ledger for evidence of the Queen Regent's misdeeds. I made a curious discovery. For some time now, it seems, she has been diverting a veritable mountain of gold to the daily purchase of sweet crown flower. What's more, this inexpedient spending habit is recorded to have begun the very day on which Arthur, the would-be arisen, appeared on the scene.
Okay, so is that coincidence, or is there something going on here? Obviously, I entered my name as AWD, but that's my name, Arthur, so is there a way it pulls something from my PlayStation, or?
That these sums are passing into the hands of Arthur himself. Yet 'tis strange, for sweet crown flowers only grow on the eastern edge of Vermont. I dare say 'twas not an item chosen idly. Mayhap this knowledge will guide us in our pursuit of the false sovereign. 'Tis a frail hope, to be certain. Yet all the same, I would ask that your Majesty venture to Vermont's eastern edge and probe into this young man's origins. I am glad to hear it, for I cannot shake the feeling that uncovering the identity of the false sovereign is the key to unraveling Deeza's scheme and securing your enthronement.
Could you come over here?
All right. Man, if she could give me a leg up on this missing kid quest, that would be killer.
This looks as good a place as any.
I shall lead us to our destination, so do try not...
Do you perchance remember me? You once knew me as maid to the young master, Sebastian. Well, I'm his maid no longer. Though I meant no harm, the mistress saw fit to turn me out. Tell no other soul of this, but the girl I had you fetch was none other than Sebastian's own twin sister.
Yeah, I think that was... we called that, but that's not some crazy revelation.
Afeared of inviting conflict over their inheritance, Daphne's family branded her a cursed babe and sent her away. Yet the loss of her newborn child drove the mistress half mad with grief. She's been bedridden ever since. I had hoped the sight of her long-lost daughter might rekindle some vital spark within my mistress. But alas, 'twould seem it was not to be.
Okay, so the yellow it's giving us here is, I assume, Malcolm. That was an interesting development again, but, you know, we sort of...
Scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
So I'm hoping somebody, one of the pawns, is able to bring me where I need to go.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Although now they're taking us somewhere else, so I'm not sure. You know what, let me actually set that to my main quest. Maybe that'll trigger one of the NPCs to... Oh, okay. Weird. No, have I not taken... Well, I guess it's just a little bit of a road outside the main farm. It's weird that none of the NPCs are able to give us any insight into a quest that seems like is something that a lot of people encounter because it's right there in the city.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
I'm gonna head back. Maybe that'll trigger an NPC? I don't know. But going back to what I was saying earlier, I wonder how hard it would be to incorporate some of those like dynamic changes into the system where, yeah, like,
This might be worth a read.
you know,
Let's have a
maybe...
look, then.
No.
What am I supposed to do?
You know, maybe you don't sort of completely quash all of the filthy beastlings have no place in our city. They belong in the wilds with my... Okay, so just rampant racism. I know that's a little... Ironic given
What are
how
you
I
doing?
said I
We've
don't
not been given leave to rest yet.
prefer like cat people and stuff in my games, but
You don't look like much.
Let me get that.
you looking to start something?
My fur's in a right state. Here to ask aught of me, are you?
I'm dead tired.
Like, is the trick like, do I just need to?
In the end, my good intentions served only to rob me of my station. I suppose 'twas no less than my due for meddling in the affairs of the nobility.
Like, if I were able to like hire a pawn that was diminutive in size, would they? Could I send them in? Could I do anything?
It is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept.
Did I
and he
just
went
miss this
without
girl
me.
entirely?
Wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults. Oh no, I wasn't meant to tell anyone that.
Should we report back now?
You're here. I've been waiting for you. What teachings may sound like people's words? Wickedness hasn't. You're here. I've been waiting for you.
Okay, let's see if we can find Kendrick. I guess is Kendrick the priest?
Arrived, I see.
Ah, Sir Arisen. I've been meaning to speak with you. Did you, perchance, pay a visit to the House of the Blue Sunbright? I see. After the rather strongly worded letter I received, I feared as much. 'Twas under unique circumstances, shall we say, that Daphne came to reside with us. You must understand, the House of the Blue Sunbright is our most generous benefactor, and their favor hinges upon our continued discretion. Thus, for the sake of all who reside herein, I beg you to steer Daphne away from any further contact with that household. Though it pains me to perpetuate the girl's misfortune, it must be done if the gracious hand is to continue to function.
So this is going to be like an ends justify the means kind of question, obviously, and
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off.
the rosy cheeks you can see on Daphne, but the rosy cheeks must be what they think of you. Because I was, when, the woman that I gave gifts to, like, you could see it, not that you maybe remember, but right in the middle of the conversation, her cheeks go instant rose after getting some perfunctory dialogue out of the way.
Ah, but you mentioned rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly.
It's also interesting, they're throwing a lot of different storylines at you all at once. So
I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead looks small, but we may be able to squeeze through. Let us make haste.
But yeah, it was sort of like, like throwing different plot lines at you, trying to, which one comes first, I guess.
The fiend unknown is the most perilous.
Remain alert, and naught shall catch us by surprise.
Now, I remember in the first game, like, bats would just... I don't remember if the rats actually swarmed you or if it was just decorative. Oh. Oh, little girl, what are you doing?
Tell me a story.
Battle is upon us.
Another question. Would you play a turn-based tactical combat game of this? It would sort of...
Magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Yeah, not having a melee option here is going to be rough. Yeah, another design question. Would you play would you play a tactical turn-based version of this? It would, you wouldn't need the trash mobs anymore, obviously, because you would
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now I can breathe freely at last.
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some sort of secret workshop.
Truly? Perhaps we ought to take a look.
yeah, because you'd have the tactical combat. You wouldn't need the trash mobs. You could, I don't know. You could have the interesting classes. Basically, should Larian make Dragon's Dogma 3?
Shall we follow, Master?
I quite agree.
How are we to get through this door?
All right, let's see what Malcolm's found down here. As always, I love when this goes into like a dungeon delver.
Are we leaving already?
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive?
Late to the party.
Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. This collection must be worth a fortune. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can appreciate its true value. Pray, tell me if you know of such an individual. As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about this place. 'Twill be our little secret. Understood?
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go as you please. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
Okay.
Indeed, you are correct.
I'm glad to have this one off the books, but it was
Here, if you please.
It was a little frustrating because obviously, I could see the hole in the ground. I just couldn't figure out what the game was asking me to do to trigger it. And sometimes, sort of like in the old text adventure games, you know what you have to do, and you're just like, God damn it, tell me what verb I need to type in to make this happen so I can continue on to the game. A historical account, Chapter 4. Tensions twixt Vermund and Batal reached their peak 40 years ago, when both nations were devastated by a prolonged bout of bad weather that resulted in successful crop failures. Oh, sorry, not successful, successive crop failures. Hard times turned the starving populaces against one another, eventually culminating in a desperate clash of several hundred soldiers. Though it produced no victors, resulting in more meaningless deaths. Upon the site of this battle now stands a cenotaph in memory of the fallen.
No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I'm not sure if I pronounced that word correctly,
That's
but
a common occurrence in our line of work.
Do try to keep me in your sights, Master.
What's up, Gina?
I shan't lead you astray.
I grant you lightning's fangs.
So there's a lot of sketchy stuff going on with this guy in his orphanage / church / whatever, right? I mean, he's got Daphne hitting us up for stuff. He's got then keeping Daphne's secrets that she's actually meant to be, you know, she's the daughter of a prestigious family in town, but she's forced to live here amongst like an orphanage.
Did you come over here?
He's got kids, you know, climbing into holes. And then once they discover something, he's telling them, hey, you know, we need to keep some secrets here. So there's a lot of like, none of this feels good. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything up here really quickly.
Figured I had to thank you somehow.
And then I have a feeling like he's going to somehow get corrupted by the knowledge. Just feels like there's a lot that can go wrong here.
Well.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Just want to make sure I thoroughly search this place before telling Gina to lead the way. But let me hand over some of these books or something to maybe Diane. Nope. Oh well, whatever. It's not the end of the world. I was just gonna sell it anyway. But all right, Gina, now lead the way. I mean, I don't know if Larian's the right studio to make a turn-based tactical Dragon's Dogma, but you know, they did something similar with the Yakuza games, where they were like these action combat brawler kind of games, and then all of a sudden they went tactical turn-based. And people said it was fantastic. So I'd be curious, like, what happens when you have these great classes that really differentiate themselves from each other, which is one of the great things about, like, Larian, is the sort of, like, combining elements of different classes, different parts of the environment. All of those things, I feel like, work here on some level. So anyway, because I'd rather have,
Let me get that.
I'm sure most people fall, I'd rather have like sort of the deep tactical combat of like a Larian game with less fights, but each one is more interesting and, you know, a real puzzle challenge, whatever you want to call it, instead of just like blowing through trash. You know, like people are saying it's just a bunch of trash combat at some point when you get the right level. Which also makes me wonder at what point will, I mean, I know there's sort of like a second area to this game, and I'm kind of curious at what point will that part kick in. I'm trying to figure out what my actual quest, I assume she's leading us to like the rich sections of
So we finally arrived. I thought we'd never
town.
make it.
If that is your destination, we cannot follow. But know that your return is eagerly awaited.
Okay, let's see what this guy has to say.
You are the Arisen, yes?
Oh, okay.
The captain gave me your description. Follow me.
Going deep undercover. Again, still no pants. Wait.
best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
So, what? I don't even know what quest I have going on here. I could be about to walk into something. Tisa's plot. Slip into the palace through the rear gate between the hours of midnight and dawn and search the Queen's Regent's office. Okay. So this isn't the one where I need to be wearing, like, the eyes wide shut mask or something. Is it worth? Is that there for a reason, basically? Let's put that on. I'm probably gonna be completely overweight. But I'm hoping, do I have the disguise down? So I think I'm very clearly going the wrong way, but maybe this, let me turn around. I was hoping to get a little perspective on where to go by getting outside, maybe getting a look. But let's see if there's another way. Writings of a soldier on duty. I cannot help but think it strange. Pawns used to loiter about the riftstones in droves, but I've not seen a single one for some time now. 'Tis difficult to imagine where they might have gone. I wonder if this bears reporting. Okay, this seems like it's getting a little more official. I like the idea of this quest. I don't need perfect execution if, like, you know, the gameplay is sort of simple, just walk over, whatever. I'm okay with that. You know, because again, I've said this in other games, I'm more than willing, especially like Darklands, I'm more than willing to fill in the intrigue, the making it more than what it is, you know, on my own. Guest chambers, okay.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me.
I assume this is the boy that we keep seeing about town, like we keep helping out of trouble.
Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light?
Ooh.
Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner.
Not to the revelation that it's his mother. We were sort of guessing that, obviously, but the fact that I guess he's always been a little like, I'm not a big fan of hers.
'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me. But that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the Sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers. Have you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once.
This room turned up little of interest, but I have a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been?
Forgive me. I couldn't sleep. I thought the troll might clear my head.
Prithee, inform us
Very nice. All right. Yeah, I mean, again, simple in execution, but the idea of it, what it means for the story, you know, hopefully it made some difference that I popped on the armor, et cetera, et cetera. Kind of like this set, but I think it's just going to be too heavy. Yeah, some crazy popping. Again, that's one of the things they try and do to help with the frame rate, but woof.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
So I think what I need is we need to rest. We need to sell. We need to get our encumbrance back under. I think that's another thing. I forget. Was I listening to Remap Radio talking about, let's see what, oh, okay. Talking about this game where they mentioned, like, look, this game seems to be slightly at odds with itself, where it wants you to go around collecting everything.
How convenient.
But at the same time, they are constantly like putting these encumbrance things in front of you to stop you from doing it. I don't think it's that important. Like you could do what you could do what like maybe Elden Ring or some of the Souls games where you carry as much as you want. It's what you're wearing that matters, right? Kind of like the idea of that. Let's sell some stuff.
Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
What I actually want to do, let me put my old armor on so I can feel, I guess, comfortable either selling or I don't know what. Okay, so this is half a kilo. This is even heavier though. This is better, I will say that. So let's it's interesting. So is this armor actually heavier? I don't quite. I gotta stick with the assless chaps. They're still better. Okay.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So...
I wonder if there's a well, maybe I can get more if I need it. I feel like there's almost no reason to keep any of these healing items so far, but maybe tougher fights will, I don't know, warrant it. What does she got going on for a weapon? I'm seeing this, but I don't see... Okay, that's what she's using. Okay, so let's see if there's any... At some point I need to figure out some pants, right? As sweet as this look is. I do need to figure out some pants. So let's go here. Leather boots, nope, nope. A little better on the defense, but a lot worse on the magic defense. And that's the problem, right? Like everything I've encountered, like nobody's offering anything better. So I'll stick with it, I guess.
Die early.
Not only gonna stick with it, I'm gonna double down all the way up. Maybe that's why. Maybe if I enhance some of this stuff, it would get up there. You know what? Yeah, let me buy the pants that were pretty close, because maybe if you get them up, it's another pair of crotchless sprinter's boots, crafted grip suited to running across hills and fields. Knockdown resistance pretty good, but way down on magic. Guardian leg plates. Let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can enhance them. See how close they get. Weight's really coming down, which is good because $183, $146. We might have done it. We might have gotten close enough. What do we need? Dappled ore. Not quite sure how you get that, but I think I might switch to the Guardian plates. I think... Or is the idea that you are supposed to be wearing 2 pairs of pants?
Hope to see you again.
So let's check that out. Maybe I'm just doing this wrong. Can I not? Oh, I can't equip it. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'll put it in the.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
The Goblin's lair. I hope you can reclaim all.
Oh, I still need to. Yeah.
It would bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson.
Okay, again, still looking for. Nope.
At least.
Okay. Yeah, so let's crash our house. I think we need to heal. Even though it is about to be daylight, doesn't matter. Let's just do it. How fair in your travels. I expect you have seen wonders that few can imagine. Perchance you will have a tale or two to share on your return. Capable individual such as yourself has no need of my blessing, yet it is my hope that you will accept this humble gift. To wish you well on your journeys to come, Kendrick. P.S. Keep my secrets. Okay, so let's deposit some of this crap, because who cares? Missive to the captain. Let's hold on to that. Definitely get rid of this. All right, well, I feel like I've chopped down a decent amount of my inventory. Maybe, I don't know. Exquisite Roborant. Don't know what that does. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Crap. Alright, I just made a bunch of tarring arrows when I would actually rather have the oil. We could try it, right? Well, like, what's the harm? Might help me figure out how to use the arrows and then maybe...
Shall we get some rest then?
Nice. Defeat a Cyclops. 'Twas a journey of experiences, lessons to be learned. There were losses. I saw rows of dead lining the morgue. Our realms may be alike, but our values are very different. So received 149 rift crystals. Got 1 heart. Defeated a Cyclops for a pawn quest. And got rotten raspberries. Perfect. From Aaron. Yeah, let's see. What's a new pawn quest? Keep going with the Cyclops. We'll give them...
I return safe and sound.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well. What do you think? Does this suit me?
So, this is getting to the point where I can't tell if that's, again, trying to show extreme, like, favor toward us, but it looks like this kid is just full-blown either drunk or has the measles, or I don't know what.
One day, I'm going to have proper raiment.
Okay. Again, I feel like this is all going to end badly. So let's see what we got going on for quests. Again, I keep hitting the wrong button. Okay, so let's, okay, Captain Brandt. That could be interesting as well. But, I mean, we're here. We might as well talk to... Oh, formal raiment. Okay, and Donna Mask. Where am I going to get formal? Do I have any clothes like that? Let's see if they give me a way in for that. Or are they just going to send me to the noble quarter?
Time to head to market. Where was I bound again?
Working
Yeah, okay. They're just sending me there. I need to figure out... Let me see what happens if I go talk to this house again.
So what'll it be? Not to twist your arm, but this is a... Well, you needn't decide this very moment. Will someone do aught about this?
Good tidings to you. Are you the Arisen, perchance?
I feel like that's something we're supposed to be keeping on the down low, but...
I thought you might be the one. My husband spoke of you, you see. 'Tis through him I hear much of the gossip going around town. I suppose you're here to see him.
You'll have to come another day, I fear. He's been sent out on a mission, and I can't say when he'll return. 'Tis a perilous mission at that. I've heard he is to fell a Dullahan at the Ill-Doer's resting place. I worry for him. I do hope he'll fare all right. Oh, Sir Ludolf, you say? Aye, we're acquainted. He's been coming around oft of late. As I recall, his visit started just before Gregor was given his new assignment. Why are you asking me about him? Does this have aught to do with my husband?
Oh, was he sent?
What? No. You mean... not my Gregor? Sir Arisen, I beg of you, you must save my husband. You will be repaid, I swear it. No amount of gold can compare to his life. Just please, save him. Oh, thank goodness. Pray,
I was going to say,
go
this
to
might
him at
be
once. My husband's life is in your hands, sir.
on the clock, so maybe we'll go do
We
this
must
real quick.
fly to the aid of those in need.
There we go.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
But where to, though? We're trying to get pretty far west. I'm trying to think. Got a ferry stone near the Elven village that could help out a lot. But it might not get us. We'd still maybe have to loop around. Getting us to this town, if that's where this...
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their costs.
Let me be, would you?
Let's just see where it's going.
This ox cart's bound for the checkpoint rest town.
I don't know where
I'll
that
not
is.
take you anywhere till I've had my due.
That's fine. You know, let's hoof it.
We can see far from here, to the land beyond the sea.
One day, when we're well prepared, perhaps we might venture there and explore.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Okay, so let's start plotting a course. So we want to take... We want to branch off to the left. Take sort of the smaller trail to the fork and then up, I guess. So yeah, so we're going to stay on the main road here a little bit longer. Take the next left, and then we'll be on our way.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations. Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat.
Oop.
It's fierce fire's fury. Here, strike with lightning on the side.
Right where I want you. the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
It's not that I expect any response. I wonder if there's anybody out there that plays these games and just finds them relaxing in the way like an MMO is relaxing.
That. You needn't trouble yourself.
You know, the combat's not challenging. It requires a little bit of thought, but not an overbearing amount. It's just sort of like a, you know, pleasant excuse to go, oh, is this going to take me through the cave? Just a nice, you know, way to pass the time that doesn't tax your abilities too much, but, you know, gives you things to do, things to explore. Again, I've said it before, this game is sort of like my Elder Scrolls.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master?
Yeah, let's do it, if you can get me there.
Lead the way.
I think it was Austin Walker. He was saying, like, you know, for him, this was also his Elder Scrolls, but the combat doesn't suck. And I was like, yeah, you know, that's, you know, because Elder Scrolls, if you know,
Just as planned.
doesn't need, what's this?
Now here's a surprise.
A splendid.
You know, they're not super challenging if you don't want them to be.
I'll have to remember to tell
It's
my
more
own
about
master
the,
about this.
sort of the journey, not necessarily. Aragorn, it's a little... The character creator is pretty impressive. You can do... Not sure who I have. I've got... Annie. What's she, though? I'll stick with Annie for a little bit, again, because of the, Black Lodge appropriateness. Viper's pretty cool. But, yeah, let's stick with what we got.
We're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
Our respective abilities are unique as well.
We must each of us hone our skills. A jack of all trades is a master of none.
This will all be good. Also be good because we're going to start getting into some new territory once we get further west.
Seems our foe has recognized our victory.
'Tis the mark of a champion to prevail with blemish. Let my magics grant you an elemental. I'll save you.
If you would.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
I think I'm good.
Thank you. Here, by way of thanks.
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
All right, so yeah, I feel like we take this to the northwest, and then when we get here, use this ability to get across the bridge, and then figure it out from there. Get another adventuring party, probably. They're going to be
You know who you're dealing with.
Love it. Big timing me when he he's about 4'4". I think I might need to double check. You know, I was having some issues with are we doing this? You going for it? No, we don't want to fight a Minotaur if it's asleep. Is it no longer asleep? Okay. Although we're at fault. Well, no. Time is of the essence.
It's about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
I forgot what my point was before I got distracted, and that's okay. None of my points are that interesting or worth it.
Here we go again. If we must. Let us finish this quickly.
Good. I grant you roaring flame.
It's interesting, even the pawns are like, yeah, no, we get it. We don't need to be doing this. But then it's sort of, that's at odds. That's the relaxing thing I was talking about. Again, another goddamn creep under the bridge. Oh, here we go. If your main pawn becomes forfeit, you need only touch a riftstone to return them to your side. You cannot enter covenants with other pawns while your main pawn is forfeit. Did I lose my pawn?
'Tis broken, but methinks there is still a way forward here.
Or, oh, is it because I got stuck on the other side? Gina, where's Diane? I guess the question is like, that's okay, that's what I thought. Whoa, did a wagon just... Oof. Okay, so there's a lot of tough things going on here. I think that buffalo's got it figured out. It's like, nope. I am... So the question is, do we lose Annie or will Annie catch up? And then do we find a... I guess we must have had Diane fall into the water and get taken by the Scourge or whatever is under there. So now I got to figure out, where am I going? So I've made it across. Probably should have... Okay, so I desperately need a riftstone. Because for all that talk about how I don't need any of these healing things, the whole reason why is because I had a healer as my pawn, which is now gone.
Ingenious. My own master must hear of this tactic.
I'm surprised.
I knew that I could count upon your strength, Arisen.
Yeah, I've lost... healing, I've lost the elemental buffs. This is actually... it's actually pretty bad. Let me see... Oh my goodness. There's none. This is probably a dead end of sorts.
Turn out your pockets. Turn out your pockets.
Ooh. All right. Misty Marsh is okay. Much as I appreciate that, I really need...
Behold a forgotten riftstone.
Yes, yes, please.
Discovered in this world. Then follow me. It isn't far.
Nope. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
These fiends will be truly defeated when their skulls snap beyond repair.
Yeah, without the buffs, there's nothing to... Just like in Twin Peaks. Dale Cooper needs his Diane.
I believe yon foe is drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lantern.
Oop, you're right.
We summon it on Wittenmead.
Check out the map. This is kind of cool. We sort of got... now, in the last game, you had these places that were sort of fog of war, but there was something you could like shoot in the trees to uncover the area. It seems like there's a lot going on. So maybe this is like, you know, we were talking about like trash mobs, blah, blah, blah. Maybe this is how it actually gets harder.
Let me get that.
My fear is that she's going to lead us into the quest before we get to the Riftstone to get Diane back.
Skeletons! Soldiers of bone!
Holy attacks will serve us well here.
Nope.
here, if you please.
Okay. Yeah. Have I mentioned 1,000 times how much I actually love this system of pawn hints?
This is a poor remuneration for our efforts, I must say.
'Tis a dismal feeling to be disappointed so utterly.
Okay, so where do we go next? Now Gina seems to have some fire attack. Oh, how do I do have tarring arrows. Ooh.
I'm grateful to you, Arisen.
It's not doing much. There we go. Headshots, maybe?
We prevailed by the skin of our teeth.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
Nice. Fairy stone. That's good. Ooh, nice. Okay.
Shall I give it its
All right, I gotta
time?
find.
Potent.
Checking out the well. I didn't expect a trap to pop like that, so that's good. I appreciate that. Let's see. Fair amount of health. Let's use that. That should be good for now.
So, fun begins again. Are you Arisen?
We must focus on finding victory.
It is easily done.
Oh, there's a stone. Nice. Oh, thank goodness. It's not doing it. There we go. Welcome back, Diane. We needed you.
Let this disgrace go unanswered for.
Take heart. Avenge yourself in time.
My curative magics are at your disposal.
Okay, so we've got a high-powered pawn here. Who is this?
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft what I can using what's in my pack.
Okay, so let's see some details. Level 27. It's another caster. I think it's going to be another mage where I'd rather have a the other one, a sorcerer. Level 27. I think I'm okay.
Should your pack grow over full, have no fear.
That could be helpful.
Load by spreading it out among us pawns.
Little inventory management. Okay, well let's now that we've got full squad here, let's give it a shot.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Let my magic imbue
Oh, yep, okay. I guess earlier I was talking about, oh, that's going to be, looks like a rough, maybe I didn't mention it, but I was thinking, seemed like something big was going on over here, and I guess there certainly was.
You? What are you doing here? I have not okay.
I don't have holy damage, though. Oh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Nope, wrong one. Let's see, astonishing amount of both stamina and health. Yeah. I don't know if I can take this guy. Holy shit. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, I need to drop a wake stone here just to see what's up, but this might be... Okay, so you want to hit the floating head. Let's give it a shot. Okay, that did something, but it's still halfway on the first one of 3. Holy. Nope. And I don't have... just don't have the mobility. Jump, get out of there. Nope. No. I'm not going to use a wake stone. Okay, so... like, I'm not even in the ballpark for that, but it's a timed quest, so I'm not sure what I could be... oof. This could be bad. Now, is the trick just because I don't have holy damage? Should I swap out... But unfortunately, there's no way to...
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I don't think I have a port crystal. Let me see if I have a port crystal. I have a fairy stone, but if I had a port crystal, I could throw it down, swap in holy damage.
I'd wager there's aught to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do with that. Okay, let me, no, wrong button. Yeah, I don't have it. Okay, so this is especially destructive against skeletal fiends. It's a one-handed weapon. I don't have a fighter, though, although that could be useful in this case. I do wish I could figure out if there was a system in place here to uncover the map like you could.
I'll collect that.
The undead have risen to face us.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the elements.
No mercy!
This ladder looks sturdy enough to climb.
We ought to put it to good use.
Where'd you see it?
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but the pawns in this party are women all.
And yet, no two of us are the same.
You? What are you doing here? I have not put hate to touch. Hold fast, soldiers! All is not lost yet!
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Nope. Nope. I mean, what do you do for that? You know what? I'm not going to use a wake stone. This is it's a bit of a downer place to end this, but let me stop this session for now. Let me think about, do I want to go back to town, use fairy stones, whatever, and then do this whole journey again? But this time doing holy damage? Do I just go to that rift stone and grab different people? Let me figure out what I want to do with this one, and I may have screwed this up by trying to tackle it too early or agreeing to do it. But we'll have to see what happens. Otherwise, thank you very much again for checking this out. Sorry for such a bummer of a stopping point, but this has been Black Lodge Trivia Night. Usually we're a tabletop RPG actual play podcast. We do videos. If you're watching this, You've already found our YouTube channel, so thank you very much for checking us out. If you want, like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. If you prefer audio versions of what we do, just search for Black Lodge Trivia Night wherever you get your podcasts, and our stuff should show up. We have our actual plays there as audio versions. We try and get a monthly RPG discussion podcast going as well. But otherwise, if you want to come chat RPGs or see RPGs, jump in our Discord. That link should be in the show notes here. But regardless, thank you very much. Hope you had some fun watching this. Despite how this ended, I'm still having a blast playing. And it's also interesting, all my talk about, it's just kind of a very relaxing, non-stressful, non-challenging, and then bam, the Grim Reaper comes and just lights me up. So anyway, thanks again. Take care, and we will definitely be back with this soon, as well as more RPGs, more Lord of the Rings, more streams of Elden Ring probably on Twitch, whole bunch of stuff. So thanks a lot. Take care.